Howdy folks, Greyhawk 4x4 coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer, and it is Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good one. I certainly did, and I thought that it's kind of an annual thing here, so as long as I've been doing videos, that every year I kind of do a Christmas video to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and to show some of the stuff that my wife got for me, and most of it, you know, geek, nerd related stuff. So a lot of times you guys appreciate seeing what I got. So I thought we would do that. We'll start off with, got me one of these flashbacks. I'm assuming you guys have probably heard about these now, that they got these console flashback, these small flashback consoles that that play the old console games. You got, so far as I know, they got one for Atari, and they've got this one, and they might have another one. I can't remember. I only saw this one and the Atari one in the store, and I chose this one because one of the cool things about it is that it comes with like 85 preloaded games already in it. There they are right there. A bunch of them. That's not all of them, but a bunch of them. But in addition, this flashback console will accept cartridges, and I happen to have a bunch of old Sega cartridges because my Sega still works. I have it over there, but the cool thing about it is the games that came preloaded on here, most of them I do not have cartridges for. So between the cartridges that I have, and then some of the cartridges like Road Rash 3 is not on this preloaded, but I have the Road Rash 3 cartridge and the Jurassic Park cartridge, which are not on here. So as you can see, between the two, a lot more games. It was easy to set up. It has wireless controllers, which are awesome. It will also work with controllers if you have your old controllers, though. It has the plugins on the front for plug-in controllers, so there's that too. But it's easy HDMI setup from your TV, and couldn't be simpler. So far, day one review from what little I've played it, it's been great. So if you were looking for a quick review. Second thing, my wife kind of did maybe she's trying to tell me something that I need to get some new clothes. Because she got me this, that I'm wearing, this Under Armour sweatshirt type thing, which is pretty doggone comfy and pretty warm. As I've said before in previous videos, I keep it actually pretty cold down here in my basement, generally because I want to keep the computer, my rig, running pretty good, so it doesn't have to. I don't have to worry about the video card overheating or whatever. I do have the fireplace down here. I usually have the vents all closed for the heater and everything. And if it gets real cold outside, like we're talking in the teens outside or in the single digits or colder, then I just turn on the fireplace and get a little heat that way without, making it too hot in here for the computer. So as a result, I tend to wear kind of warm stuff down here. So this long sleeve and everything, and then she got me the pants to go with it. So, and then she even got me new slippers. So I got head to toe slippers, top, bottom, and everything, and the coup de grace Rick and Morty socks. So, and these are nice and thick. These are like winter socks. So between this and the slippers, yeah, I'm golden on that. So she knows I love Rick and Morty. So she got me a couple DVDs. I have all the Star Wars stuff on DVD, except I didn't have these two, so she completed my collection for me. I didn't have Rogue One or The Last Jedi, either one on Blu-ray. And so now I actually have everything on Blu-ray, all the Star Wars stuff, including the Clone Wars. Now, I don't have Rebels, which is the new animated series that's still going on. So I guess that'll be something I'll have to get at some point. Because at some point I'm going to want to watch everything, find out the true chronological order to watch everything, and just do a marathon one weekend and just watch it all start to finish. I've done that with Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits and stuff like that. But, and then next thing she got me was this. And what this is, I'll open it up here. This is for tea. I had recently switched from coffee to tea in the morning and then in the evening also. Coffee was just, I guess maybe it's an age thing as you get older or whatever. It was starting to tear me up, pretty bad. So I switched to tea, and a lot less stomach issues and stuff like that with switching to tea. And now that I've switched and found all these different flavored ones, and all that stuff, it's fantastic. So she got me this because I don't know if you watched The Big Bang Theory, but on The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon Cooper drinks tea. That's what he doesn't drink coffee, he drinks tea. And he has one of these little organizer deals. His is much nicer. It's bigger. It's got a glass top and everything else. She couldn't find one of those. But this is actually pretty nice, too. And so got that. And then to go with it, she got me this thing. Now, of course, I already used it this morning, so you can't really see through it. It's a little fogged up. But there's actually an infuser in there that you put the tea, either tea bags, or if you're real fancy, I'm not that fancy, I guess you can buy tea leaves and just put them in that diffuser, and then you fill it up with water, and it has a base that this thing sits on, and the base heats up. That's what boils your water and everything. And so you just put that on there, hit the button, it boils it and everything else, and then you can just take this off the base, and like I can bring it down here and set it over there, and just keep refilling my tea mug and everything. So this thing is fantastic. Used it this morning. This thing's amazing. It has an auto shut off the whole bit, so it just shuts, so it doesn't, keep going or whatever. And it even has LED lights that light up when you're using it, when it's cooking and all that stuff. So it's really nice. So between that and the box, I'm all set for tea now. So let's see here. Let's set that there. All right. Next thing. She always gets me a Lego thing, and this time she hit it out of the park because she got me. This is Yoda's. It doesn't even say on the front, does it? Oh, there it is. I got it turned around. This is Yoda's hut, which is, just awesome. From the movie, when you see Yoda and he's in that little hut and everything else, it reminded me kind of like The Hobbit with the Hobbit hole type of a deal. And so this one's, I'll be putting this one together, and then, of course, I got to figure out where the hell I'm going to put it once I do put it together. But always loved Yoda's hut, so got that now. Always got to get See's candy. Every year, got to get See's candy. Soft centers for the win. That's the best of all the See's candy prepackaged boxes. Soft centers every time. She also got me the Godiva chocolates. If you're a dark chocolate fan like me, she got me those. And then to continue my fatitude, $50 gift card to McDonald's. Yes, I'm old and fat, and I still love my McDonald's. I don't care what anybody says. They still have some of the best breakfast. So every year, that'll last me a while. A couple of minis, Bones, and these ones are the Reaper and Bones both. This one is a Ranger, and this one is Rogan, which looks like he's a dual-wielding thief. So, can never have enough minis. Everybody knows that, just like dice when it comes to D&D. Can't have enough dice, can't have enough minis. Period. She got me this book because she knows that I'm a huge Revolutionary War buff. I love everything about the Revolutionary War. George Washington, the founders, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, all that stuff. So she got me Friends Divided, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. Because they were apparently, even though they were political rivals for a long time, and they didn't agree on a lot of that stuff, they became lifelong friends. And As a matter of fact, they ended up dying on the same day, is my understanding, like 30 minutes apart or something like that, on July 4th. It was the 4th of July, and one of them died, and I think it was John Adams died, and he said, I think his last words were something like, and yet Jefferson lives, or something like that, and then Thomas Jefferson died the same day. So, yeah, within 30 minutes of each other. That's, who knows what that, it's just coincidental, or who knows. But they were lifelong friends, and that's what this book is about. And it probably, I'm sure it goes into the whole thing during the Revolutionary War, and when the Declaration was being written up, and all that. So, that's right up my alley. You may not be a American history Revolutionary War buff, but I am. So, and then she got me Game of Thrones Monopoly. And there's a lot of Monopoly hate. I know that. People that, true board game aficionados hate Monopoly with a passion. You're not even supposed to speak that term when you go to like game conventions. You never say Monopoly or whatever. However, I do like the themed ones because a lot of times they come with like minis and stuff for the pieces, and which can always be repurposed or whatever. And it's just fun, for her and I. We want to sit around and just play a game. We can throw this out, and who doesn't love Game of Thrones theme? Anything, So, so that I think is pretty much my haul from Christmas. As you can see, quite varied. Clothing, the tea stuff, history stuff, gaming stuff, movies, board game. My wife nails it every year. So, anyway, I would, if you want to put down in the comments below if you guys got anything interesting or something that really that you're really looking forward to and you got it and you want to share it, please feel free to share it down there. I did get one gift. I got a gift on Steam from one of you guys. You know who you are. I don't know if you want that public, so I'll just say you know who you are. And it was the Lego Marvel Superheroes Lego game. I have not played it yet on Steam, but it's on the list. I'm going to be playing it probably today at some point. I'll install it and get it going. So I very much appreciate that. And you guys can follow me on all the social media stuff. When I hear about what I'm going to try to do is there was some, like with the Steam sales, and sometimes like there's a lot of other game clients now, store clients. You've got Epic, and you've got Good Old Games, and you've got, unfortunately, Bethesda. We won't talk too much about Bethesda, but they have their own store now, and I want to say a couple of other ones do too. There's Origin, unfortunately, and some of the others. So anyway, when I hear about sales, sometimes they have these badass sales that come up where you're saving a ton or something like that, and I might just tweet it out. So as a matter of fact, there's one. If you go to the Epic, if you're watching this today on Christmas still, if it's not past Christmas and you're watching this, and you go to the Epic Game Store, the same people, I believe they're the ones that make Fortnite, you just create an account, which I did, and you can get Subnautica for free today. And so I already claimed it. I take that back. I had Subnautica on Steam already because it was an early access for me, but I went ahead and got it again on Epic anyway. Just why not? It was free. So if I'm going to create an account, I might as well just start, collecting games on there or whatever. So, but for those of you that don't have it, Subnautica is an amazing game. It was one of my favorite games. I think it officially released this year, so for me it would probably be my game of the year because I didn't play a lot of other stuff, but Subnautica was amazing. So if you're watching this today, you can still go get it, I believe, and get it for free on the Epic site. You just have to create an account, so it doesn't cost you nothing. Anyway, that's it, guys. My next video, I'm going to talk about some Wizards of the Coast products that I got, and I'm just teasing it here. I got the Rick and Morty versus D&D comic books, and I got the Endless Quest books, and a couple other things, and we'll talk about that kind of stuff in my next video. So there's the tease for that. Anyway, we'll catch you guys on the flip side.